Today we thought it'd be fun to show you our process from concept to actual craft to something that we'd sell in our shop.
When we first start off with an idea, it usually involves me combing Pinterest, combing Instagram, seeing what I like, trying to find something, also trying to make sure that we're not directly copying anything else that's out there. And I knew that I wanted to create a little house scene for Valentine's Day, something that people could use not just for Valentine's Day, but they could flip over and use for another holiday and stencil it differently. So when I couldn't find anything that I liked or anything similar to what we were doing, then I just sketched it out in my book and Zeb magically creates it into something that he cuts.
So we got the prototype drawn up, took it to the computer, got it programmed, took it to the CNC machine. Now we're gonna paint them up, and then Jamie's gonna do her Valentine's Day magic on them.
Next I'm going to be painting this heart in petticoat pink. This is a heart that Zeb cuts out on his CNC machine that we also carry at jamirayvintage.com. I'm just going to do one coat of petticoat pink. It'll cover nicely, especially this raw MDF soaks it up, and then we'll do some fun stenciling on it. So I'm wanting to get a blended look. I've poured out petticoat pink, cowgirl, coral, and kissing booth, and I'm just going to take my little C brush and mix all the colors here and then pounce it off to where it's mostly dry. I'm using this stencil from the 2 Hearts stencil set that we sell at jamiray.vintage.com. I'm just taking it and putting it on its side here and then using my brush and coming through. Can you hold it down on that side?
Yep.
Ta-da! And when you pull it up, you get this really fun look on there from using multiple colors. Once that's dry, I'm going to come back and stencil the part that says love down on the bottom. Next, I'm going to be using this heart stencil. It's from Essential Stencil. You can pick it up at essentialstencil.com. Use code JamiRayVintage to save 10%. So with these hearts, I want to go a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to dip in the cowgirl coral and petticoat pink here. Kind of lighten it up a little bit. And then I'm going to try to get most of it off because you want it to be almost dry. If you have it mostly dry, you're less likely to get bleed through. Ta-da! Next, we're going to be working on our heart cutout. The petticoat pink is dry. I'm using the Valentine's Day truck stencil from jamirayvintage.com, and I'm going to be using DIY Paint's Little Black Dress to just do the truck. I'm not using the words on here. I'm going to mix and match a bunch of different stencils to create a fun Valentine's Day look. Ta-da! So I'm going to put tape over this part of the stencil where the flowers were. I'm just going to be stenciling this part where it says love. So I'm going to put this where I want it. Zeb, does that look center to you?
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm going to come over this with Little Black Dress so that way it pops. I didn't wash my brush, but I'm going to go ahead and just dip it in the white, pounce it out. It'll be mostly white. I'm going to come and add this stencil on here, and I'm taking it kind of over the edge so it's not real square. Next, I'm going to layer this stencil that's from jamirayvintage.com. It's the long flower stencil set, and I'm just going to layer this right over the top.
Here, get something to wipe that off real quick.
So I'm coming up this side of the heart with the corner stencil, making sure not to have it too square so it's coming over the edge here. Now I'm taking the exact same stencil that I had below from the long stencil bundle, and I'm going to fill in this part on the top of the heart. So you can see here that we're masking off the parts of the stencil I don't want to replicate, and I'm going to be doing this tulip design across the bottom, over the top of the truck stencil. So I didn't love the contrast of the dark black truck, so I'm just coming over it with white wax. And then I'm going to buff it off, and hopefully it gives it the look that I'm going for. So now I'm going to take a lint-free rag, pull back some of the white wax. So I'm just using a 220 sponge, and I'm just going to blend it a little bit and pull off some of that wax. This black part, I'm using a different part of the sponge because I don't want to smear it too much. Here are our completed projects. I think they turned out super cute.
I like the houses. The truck was a struggle. We kept going back and forth. Do we like the black? Do we not like the black? Let's put some white wax on it. Maybe some more stencils here. The houses came out. They were just really easy.
Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do when I get started, and it's just playing around. I really liked layering the stencils, and I feel like the white wax did tone it down quite a bit, so it wasn't such a stark contrast. Be really careful when you're distressing and waxing that you're not pulling the pigment, especially if you're using dark on light the way that we did. We had to make sure that we didn't get that black all over the place, so something to keep in mind. To get these products, go to jamirayvintage.com. You can pick up the stencils and the paint there. The one heart stencil is from Essential Stencil. We'll drop the link below. Use code JamiRayVintage to save 10%.
If you like this video, comment on it, please share it. That will enter you in for a chance to win some Essential Stencils, and we also have some Jami Ray Vintage stencils that we're giving away. We're gonna pick 8 random winners from the comments of this video.
Next Wednesday on our regularly scheduled live 10:30 Utah time, January 23rd, we'll announce the winners. We'll pick 8 at random, and they will either get a Jami Ray Vintage stencil or a pack of Essential Stencils. Be sure you comment below and share this video for a chance to win. If you like this video, we'd love to have you subscribe. We love meeting new friends and sharing new ideas. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.